Without getting into great detail as to why, physicists devised, and his name was Thomas Young, an experiment called the Double Slit experiment. And what they were trying to determine is, are, at the subatomic level, photons, so-called particles of light, electrons, and so forth, are they particles or are they waves? There were some experiments that indicated they were particles, acted like little billiard balls that would knock another out of place. When they opened the slit and they shined light, photons, through it, the photons went straight through like little BBs and made a nice fuzzy white line on the photographic plate right behind the slit. When they opened two slits, there was no white light bands behind the two slits, but rather in between bands, and it was dark in between. They said, that works for us because light works in waves, and what must be happening is the waves are canceling each other out and spraying the light. If it had stopped there, that would have been great, but it didn't. What they did is they were able to devise a photon gun that could shoot individual photons of light, little particles of light. We're able to do the same thing with electrons, electron gun. Open one slit, fire away, one at a time. Sure enough, there's your band of light. Ah, they were little tiny BBs. One day, they left the second slit open. The photon particle did not go through that first slit and behave. It went like this and landed in between the two slits. The photon and electron and anything else somehow knew, or the observers of that photon electron knew that the other slit was open. Beyond that, other experiments have shown similar living aspects and connection between us and the universe. No one less than Einstein himself performed the following experiment. Electrons appear in pairs, and their spins are always opposite. If this one's left, its twin is right. If this one's up, its twin spins down. Not sometimes, but always. How do you know you can't see an electron? Because when it leaves, it'll leave a trace in the direction of its spin on a photographic plate. A very clever group of guys devised a magnetic device called a Stern-Girlic device, which has a nifty ability to throw a magnetic field and alter the spin of an electron. It may alter it from left to up, left to down, or left to right, but it's going to alter it. So if you put it on one side and you cause, by firing a photon, or you fire energy into an atom, you can get the electrons to split off. And of course, if you're going to change the spin of one, the electrons can no longer be perfectly opposite. It's impossible, right? Well, they did it, and here's what happened. They hit the atom, the Stern-Girlic device is on. The electron, we'll say on the right-hand side, has had its spin altered, for sure, not the left. They can't possibly be mirror opposites anymore. When they hit the photographic plates, they were perfect mirror opposites. The electron on the left somehow knew that the electron on the right altered its spin, and it altered its spin to remain perfectly opposite. It's called the Epr Effect, after Einstein, Podolsky, and Rosen. Caused Einstein to quip that either electrons are living telepathic entities or space does not exist.